And this morning, as many of us headed to work, a Kirkwood man began heading for Colorado. This is not just any trip. He's going by bike, and he's going with his mom. It's a very public journey and a very personal mission. Tonight in the Fox Files, Paul Shankman with the story of a mother and son and the disease which haunts their family.
He's run marathons and tried triathlons. He's even run to the top of Pikes Peak. But David Pokorny has never done what he's about to do.
Probably the biggest thing that made me hesitate was because I knew it was going to become an obsession, and it has.
What David has been training for is another run up Pikes Peak. This time, though, the hardest part will be getting there, because he's making the 1,000-mile trip by bike, hoping his journey will draw attention to a disease few have heard of, PKD.
It's polycystic kidney disease, and it means that your kidneys are going to be destroyed by cysts.
PKD is one of the most common of all genetic life-threatening diseases. There is no cure, but a kidney transplant can prolong a person's life. And that's what David wants people to know.
I wouldn't be here without it.
David's 70-year-old mother, Pat, had her transplant 8 years ago and is doing so well, she has agreed to go along for the ride.
I don't really think I knew what I was saying.
Pat will be driving the RV.
It's not exactly palatial, but hey, you do what you got to do.
That's me and my mom.
David's mom found out she had PKD when she was 27, but had suspected it all along because it killed her mother when she was only 12. And it was only the beginning.
And my oldest sister found it when she was in med school. She had a kidney infection, and they said, "Do you know what you got?" And she went, "No." And from then on, it became obvious that other members of my family had it.
She died of PKD. Also, my Aunt Charlotte, who was the first to know of it, my grandmother, my uncles, except for Tommy, and then my two aunts, except for Aunt Gladys, who does not have PKD, and that's my mother.
In all, 8 members of Pat Pokorny's family had PKD, and she's the only one still alive.
One day, I had been seeing a doctor, and he said, "I need for you to check into the hospital. You need to have dialysis tomorrow." And you just go, "Oh, I'm there."
Despite having PKD, Pat and her late husband decided to have children anyway, even though each baby would have a 50-50 chance of inheriting the disease. It was a decision that still stirs deep emotions in David.
You know, someone would say to her, "You know, why would you have kids? You got PKD." And she said, "Hey, look at my family, you know. They contributed to society." And, you know, and I think that's something that when I started to realize, I don't know, that's what gets to me. It's just the wrong kind of thinking. I mean, just you got this disease, it doesn't mean you have to live any less of a life than anyone else. So anyway.
As it would turn out, David did not inherit PKD from his mom. And despite the odds, neither did his brother or sister. 6 of his cousins, however, were not so lucky.
Oh, that's like it almost is going straight north. That's good.
Having never attempted anything like this before, neither of them know what to expect. But they know what they want to accomplish. And so it starts. A journey based on 2 vital organs, the biggest of them, the heart.
It's changed me, and I haven't even left St. Louis.
In Kirkwood, Paul Shankman, FOX2 News.